here on day one of the 2014 NCAA Division II Super Region 3 Championships. I'm joined by Brad Fleetwood of Southwestern Oklahoma State University. Brad, can you just give us a little insight as to how the course played today?
I thought it was very scoreable. Obviously conditions were next to perfect, and we had light wind, and golf course was in great shape. The greens were rolling really well. So yeah, I thought it was a day that players need to take advantage of.
Sure, and what do you feel is the best way to take advantage or to attack this course?
You know, obviously, you got to be in the fairway. The rough is not totally punitive, but it's thick in areas. So being in the fairway is always key, as it is any golf course we play. But especially when you have some of this thicker bluegrass rough, it makes it even more key. So, and then around the greens, I mean that's always going to be a key to good scoring. But again, today was I think with the light wind, course is starting to dry out. And so it's not playing as long, and so again, hitting the fairways, being in the fairways, and then just being sharp around the greens.
Sure. Were there any holes today that caused any particular difficulties?
No, not necessarily. You know, the par threes are good out here, and so you got to be on your toes on those holes. But I think 9 and 10 are probably as good a holes out here that there are back to back. And so, but again, I don't think there was one hole that really stood out as far as being overly difficult. Again, I think the par threes were really good, and 9 and 10 are always going to be two good holes.
Sure. Was there anyone from your team that stood out to you today, and why?
We had two good plays. We had two good scores out of some players. Ana Laura Gomez from Mexico shot 75, which was a solid round. And then we got a 76 out of Ashland Hall, which again was a solid round. We struggled. We just didn't get anybody to really go low, where the teams that are on top at least had one, and in some cases two players that got it around even par, and that's, we failed to do that today. And then a couple of the scores we counted were a little too high, so it's not a good combo.
Sure. Is there anything in particular you're going to work on in the meantime to hopefully shoot a little bit lower tomorrow?
I think we'll work on some things around the greens. At this point, it kind of, the work's put in. Obviously we practice after rounds and try to sharpen up on those things that we struggled on. I think again around the green, a lot of our things were mental mistakes today, which you can work on those. You can't physically work on them, mm-hmm. But we had a lot of mental mistakes out on the golf course today that I think we're going to have to overcome. But I think if anything else, probably again around the greens, we're playing on golf courses now that grass is still dormant, so it's not real thick grass around the greens, and so it's taking a little getting used to for us. And so I think those are the things we'll probably focus on this afternoon.
Sure. All right. Well, thank you very much, and good luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.